What's up, everyone? Welcome to Real Wealth, your investing channel to help you make more money, help you keep more money, and to enjoy more life. Mikey, what's up? You got some extra smiles today. What's going on?
I am from ear to ear smiling today, and it's been a good day, and I think it's going to be a good week.
Yeah? Well, that's what we're hopping on here to talk about. I've got some extra smiles today as well. A lot of things kind of led up to this moment and the moment that's about to come. We shared on our weekly recap video about some Bitcoin proxies and how they've performed. And so anyways, we're just going to hop into just sharing a little bit about what's going on today, what the markets are doing, what's ripping, what's moving, why's Mikey have such a big, massive grin on his face. So yeah, let's hop into it. So let me just share my screen real quick and show you guys what all this goodness is all about. So this is the crypto markets today. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, lots of green today.
Look
Bitcoin
at
up
Bitcoin. It's almost 55,000.
5.8%. What are you saying?
Bitcoin's almost 55,000.
Yeah. And like not too long ago, it was probably like a couple of days ago, it was just shy of 50. So when something that has a massive market cap, so Bitcoin is a $1 trillion market cap, which is massive. And for something to move 5.8% in a day, that's very sizable. And what do they say? The rising tide lifts all boats, right? So Bitcoin
Yeah.
is the leader. So when that goes up, all the little guys underneath with the smaller market caps, which we'll get into in a second, tend to move pretty well. So let me just kind of just show you different views of these things.
What a
So
day.
look at this. Green, lots of green across the board, which is very nice to see. So that's those are some of the top cryptos. You've heard us talk about this before as well. This is banter bubbles. This is one of Mikey and I's favorite tools where it gives us a quick snapshot of what's performing well. So green means good, especially if you're long and you own those ones. And Mikey mentioned this last time as well. The wider the bubbles, those are the ones that moved more. So hopefully you see some of your bigger bubbles here. And I'm smiling because I see a lot of my bigger bubbles here. I
Oh,
have this,
yeah.
a Cash Networks. This is an AI play. Here's Beam. I know, Mikey, you got into that a couple of days ago as well. I've been a holder of that for a while. Immutable X, been a long time holder of this. And then there's some other gaming ones on here as well. Gala, Mikey's mentioned Render multiple times.
Near. Look at near.
Rune, Near, Solana. Do you notice any other ones on here that
Well, I've got Lido. LDO is up. Matic. I mean, near coins have been ripping this week. A lot of green.
yeah, yeah. So you guys are tuning in through our YouTube channel. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and toss a comment in there. If you have a question or if you're just listening to the replay, just give a thumbs up or just say hello. You know, we love to hear from you guys. So what else we got here? So, okay, we did that. Yeah, so I'll let you pop in here, Mikey. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here, but this brings me big smiles as well. CleanSpark, MicroStrategy, Coinbase. These are all kind of, well, CleanSpark and MicroStrategy definitely are proxies to Bitcoin. And Coinbase is an exchange. I'm going to stop my screen here. And I know you're an extra big fan of Coinbase the last little bit, are you?
Oh man, like the other day I was saying the best part of waking up is seeing Uniswap up 60%, but I was happy today when I woke up and saw Coinbase. Like it went up substantially today. I don't know if it was 15% or more. And that was one of my top picks, if you remember, from probably about 2 weeks ago. And I publicly told people that I was buying options on it. Many other people we talked to, like Peter and my buddy Julian and other people, they bought Coinbase on my advice.
Yeah.
And I'm getting all these messages about happy people making money. So it's really good.
Yeah. And some of the people are reaching out that, oh, I've made a lot of money. I'm thinking about taking profits. And normally we say that yes, it's a good idea to take profits along the way, and it is, but also be mindful of where we are in the cycle, where we think it's headed. I mean, there's no guarantees, but we've seen some coins move, like they'll move 100% in, a relatively short period of time, and most people would kind of take profits around that time. And you don't go broke taking profits, but you also want to try to maximize your gains because some of these run well past 100%, well past 300%. I've never been in one that's gone up like 1,000%, which is going to be, I'm going to experience that in this cycle. I know I will. And that's
Yeah.
just freaking crazy to me. So, and I know a couple of people reached out to you as well. Hey, we're in these chat groups, these crypto communities, and we share in there, and people ask us questions, and yeah, it's just enjoy the gains, but don't sell too soon. So
Yeah, I want to jump in there because I've been running my groups for a while, and Mike has his own ventures and groups that he runs. So we get contacted by people every week, right, asking us questions. And there's someone we actually met together in Playa del Carmen who reached out to me today. And, they're not experienced with cryptos. And so, if it goes up, maybe they want to take their profits right away because they don't have the long-term philosophy that we have, right? But what I said to them and what I say to a lot of people is, if I was coaching a running team, you've seen those videos where someone's about to win the Olympic medal and they're cheering at the end of the race and they didn't cross the finish line yet. And then they lose the race. They miss out on the championship there. You don't want to be getting out too early. Like, I mean, getting out too late is bad, but getting
yeah,
out too early is bad too. And so
right.
if you don't have a full grasp of what it means to be early or late, you're always going to fear either missing out or, getting a drop in price. So the only way to get around that is to follow people you trust and to become more experienced yourself and knowledgeable so that
Yeah,
you understand when the timing is good.
yeah, yeah, totally. I can appreciate that for sure. So, any catalyst that let's double into Coinbase. So that was a big mover for both of us. I've owned it for a while. Unfortunately, my account doesn't allow me to trade options, but yours does.
Oh
I've
yeah,
done very well with the Coinbase stock, easily more than doubling my money. Been dollar cost averaging in over the last couple months, but my initial purchase was probably at least 6 months ago. I regret not buying more, obviously, but it's interesting. So, Mikey, you started in on some options positions recently, and maybe you can
yeah.
just explain why does options go up so much? Maybe share how you did yesterday and today, or well, yesterday the markets were closed, but yeah, look at
Yeah,
that smile on your face.
I can't stop. I'm about to eat
Are you are
tacos
you are you
tonight.
happy because you're doing a taco crawl later tonight, or is it a
Oh,
bit
I'm
of
waiting.
both?
Like I'm gonna eat extra tacos today for
Oh
sure,
my God.
for sure. Um,
Oh,
so I've been quoting the Macho Man Randy Savage a lot today because everyone's
oh
like,
yeah.
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, like I'm making these profits, and I try to make it fun with people. You send them a little GIF of the Macho Man, and it's one of those things where I don't even know of a specific catalyst today for Bitcoin. I mean, I know Michael Saylor bought a bunch of Bitcoin, but it's
Yeah.
not that much in relation to the grand scheme of things. So
Yeah.
I think it's just pent up demand, and I think
Yeah.
it's the ETFs because
Yeah. Yeah.
me and Mike have been showing you they're buying hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin every day.
Yeah.
And, right now with Coinbase specifically, I've been pointing out how CleanSpark and MicroStrategy are way up here and Coinbase hasn't caught them yet. I am very good at spotting undervalued trades and investments. And as you know, Mike, I've been telling people this is undervalued and it's about to catch up, especially if Bitcoin keeps going up. That's what happened today.
Yeah.
So it's really, really good. And I mean, I just checked my phone here. Like my options account has almost doubled today. So I'm gonna eat a lot of tacos tonight. It's like, and for those of
We're
you who
going to the
might be
good taco place tonight.
I'm gonna get the Wagyu tacos today. So,
Yes.
just so you understand, there's some people out there, sometimes people try to say, like, you must be taking a lot of risk. I'm not. And that might sound crazy to you, but I
Yeah.
am not taking a lot of risk.
Yeah.
And in my training course, which is coming up in April, we talked about that this past weekend. I'm going to give all my trade secrets. I'm going to tell you exactly how I pick my options and exactly how I do my chart analysis to pick out the best play because I'm not picking a short expiry. I'm not picking a crazy strike price, and my account is going up insane.
Yeah.
So that's not normal. That's not something everyone could do, and that's not something I could do 5 years ago. But
Yeah.
now I'm really good at it.
Yeah. So it's calculated. You're not just picking whatever strike price. I get this a lot too. Like when I say, "Oh, I'm in cryptos." Oh, you're gambling, right?
Right.
And yes, it could be gambling if you don't know what you're doing. Like there's these, they're called shit coins, and there's low cap coins, there's meme coins. Like people hear the stories of, oh, if you would have only invested $100 and you held it, and you'd have $10 million. Yeah, I guess if you were lucky enough to get it way over here and you held it all through this, um, it's very few people that experience that, but that's what you see in the headlines, and then people just want to buy, the cheapest thing. So
Dogecoin.
those things are considered gambling. I'm actually talking with a buddy through Messenger as well. He's a very sophisticated investor as well, and he started dabbling into meme coins, and um, but he's going at it with a different approach. He's not just randomly picking them. Like he's doing the research, and he's already learned how to trade all of these other things. And now this is just the next set of learnings. And if you do it right, you saw where we shared Bitcoin was up 5.5%. If you do these other coins right, these other like mid caps or lower cap coins or even the meme coins, you can make hundreds of percent on these things. Like there was a coin that I got uh, just a couple days ago, uh, and it's up like 70%, like already. Like this
Yeah.
ship can move, and again, if you don't know what you're doing, it's gambling. And definitely don't do what Mikey's talking about with options until you either take his course or you have a lot of experience understanding markets and what moves things, because options is an advanced trading strategy. I've done options way back in the day, and I did okay. I didn't lose money. I didn't make 100% in a couple of days like Mikey, and he didn't either when he first started. But we've gone through a lot of lessons learned. We've lost some money along the way. We're still here, right? So time in the market is better than timing the market, right? We've said that many times. So I just wanted to pop in here and share that.
And Mike, I just wanted to share with you guys, like, I'm not going to show you my portfolio, but I just checked here and Coinbase is up about 16% right now, the stock. That's amazing, by the way.
What's it doing in the after hours? Is it still
It's
holding
it's
or?
up even higher in the after hours because Bitcoin's still ripping. And so the Coinbase shares are up 16%. One of my call options is up 43%. Like, it's incredible. And
Yeah,
again, it's not a high risk one. And I'm able to pick out the appropriate one to manage my risk. So I'm going to just pop up the Coinbase chart here quickly just to show people.
yeah.
Um, and I've been doing a little bit of artwork here recently here as well. So we're gonna have some fun YouTube thumbnails
Oh
there
man, these
for
are
everybody.
awesome. I,
We're
I I
super
chuckle when you send them over to me. I'm like, damn, you're getting good on these, man.
we're superheroes, crypto heroes.
Yes,
Um,
I love
so
it.
Coinbase here, you could see the big green candle on your screen, and you could see on the chart. I'm gonna do this. Look at my wave five prediction. Okay, my wave five prediction, Mike. I was predicting the wave five over here. Okay, I was predicting wave five way down here, and now here
Yeah,
we go. Here we go. We're breaking out into wave five.
yeah,
And if you've been following along with us, or especially if you have taken my training course, you'll know that I'm very good at this. And I've been following this the whole way. During wave four, I was telling
Yeah.
people here and other people
And,
in my
and and
personal
this
life.
is where you really make your profits. When you get in early, it's very difficult getting in at the bottom. If you do, good on you. I've gotten lucky a couple times, but if you're getting in kind of close to the bottom and you're getting out kind of close to the top, you're doing really damn good. So when Mikey pointed that out, like he was calling it before that gap up around the 130 mark. And now it's 180. Oh, it's
No,
193.
194 was, yeah,
I wonder if
yeah,
it hit 200 today. It probably did.
197.
Holy shit. Yeah, and I want you guys to look at the time period, right? That's like February, look, maybe February 9th. That's like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. How much did it go from 120? What's the range percentage?
From the bottom to the top here right now, it went up
Holy shit.
72%. 72%.
That's the stock. So Mikey's been playing some options. So there's a massive multiplier here. Um, and there's that smile again.
Massive tacos too. It's gonna be
Yeah. So yeah, it's euphoria across the board. And I'm just checking out my crypto my Bitcoin proxies. So some of my biggest holdings on the stock side are MicroStrategy and CleanSpark. So you mentioned, Michael Saylor, he bought more. So his business is the business that owns the most Bitcoin of anyone in the world. He's aside from the ETFs that only got launched a month ago. He is the biggest holder, and I think he bought like hundreds and hundreds of millions again today. I forget the number. I don't have the news thing up, but
3,000.
anyways,
3,000.
I gotta. This is crazy, dude. Like I get worked up here. Let me see, find my Zoom screen, and I gotta share. Oh, you're still on. Okay, keep
I just
going.
shared the MicroStrategy chart
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was on a different window. I was
I'm
going to
way
bring
ahead
up
of you
the
here. So
chart.
it's up over 15%. You could see this massive green candle right here where we've gone up. And look at
Yeah,
the volume behind it too. We've got volume.
yeah.
And again, Michael Saylor bought 3,000 Bitcoins today.
What's
So
the lightning bolt there on the volume bar? What's that
that
mean on
usually
the
shows that
bottom right?
it shows you news events. So here,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's just
MicroStrategy,
recent news.
it's showing what they're doing. They added 3,000 Bitcoins today.
Yeah, so that's a lot. 3,000 times 54-ish thousand or whatever. That's
Big
many
money,
millions of dollars.
big money.
So as you can see, so Bitcoin goes up 5.5%. Coinbase rockets 20-ish%. I'm in CleanSpark as well, which is one of the biggest miners. That one's up well over 20% and has gone up insane amounts over the last little while as well. So if I was in Mexico with Mikey as well, like I'd be going with the taco train as well. Yeah, like okay, so what do we got here? Clean Spark. So that's 23% to almost 24% today. So for those that aren't super familiar with charting, this is called a candlestick chart. These little candles, they mean something, but you don't have to complicate it. It's just green means good, and big green candles make Mikey smile and me
Muy
even
bueno.
more,
Muy
and
bueno. Muy
especially if
bien.
you own the options. Yeah. So like, look at that, $6 on January 24th. It was $6, and it closed at $20.35. So that's more than look at that shit. That's almost 200%. So imagine if we had the hindsight, and I wished I could have options on my account, but the account I have is like a locked up account. It's a pension account, so I'm limited as to they don't let me make a lot of money in options in that account, unfortunately. But 25% in a day is very, very nice. So when I took over managing my own pension, I've done multiples in relation to had I left my pension with the pension provider. So I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, like we just wanted to hop on here and we're going to do more of these. These are going to be kind of like our little market pulse. We're just going to hop on it and just share the news, share the goings on. We were gonna do a different video on other things, but we wanted to continue the conversation from our weekly recap video where we were talking about some of these cryptos, we were talking about some of these proxies, and we want you to listen and learn and ask questions, and then don't go do what we say. And I always forget to put the disclaimer at the beginning. The shit we share is not financial advice. Learn from us, learn from other channels. That's exactly what we did. Package it all together, and then you make your decision. What Mikey and I did when we first got started, it's called paper trading. You go find some people that you think are smart, you follow them for a bit, you write down some of their picks, and then you track them. If they do well, then you start to trust them more. And then you might buy something they might recommend after you do your own homework. So that's our intention. That's part of why we wanted to create this channel, to help others fast forward their learnings, because we feel there's some really good things, even better things than what we just experienced today. This is going to be normal. So you're going to see more of these Mikey and I like glowing and these crazy smiles on our faces, because they say it's, are your bags packed? And what they mean by that is, have you bought enough of the things that you think will do well?
And I want to point out too, like, we don't only do winning investments. Like I mentioned, I bought Coinbase when it was 140. It went up to 180 something, then it went down to 160. So I had to watch my account go up and go down. And
Mm-hmm.
now it's up, a lot more. And I think it's going to continue going up. So, but if you're in my Invest Like Mike group, or I've been doing that for years now, I have a good track record with this stuff. I publicly posted to my group that I was going almost all cash in March of 2022. I
Yeah.
predicted the market was going to crash, the Bitcoin was going to crash, housing market was going to dip. And it's not because I'm the smartest man in the world. I look up to a lot of people and I keep following the ones who have a good track record. And now you can follow us. And I mean, I think we have a great track record.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited. I love doing these videos. It helps us retain the learnings that we get, because you listen to hours of podcasts and
Every day.
videos, and I do the same. And we take all that in. Mikey and I share our findings with each other. I'll find something cool. He'll look it up on the chart. So we gel pretty well with each other, right? And he's gotten into a couple of my picks. I've gotten into a couple of his, and it's great. So uh, yeah, that's all we kind of wanted to hop on and share today. I just want to remind you guys, if you've gotten some value from this, definitely like, subscribe. If you want, turn on notifications so you get alerted. That way, maybe some of the things that we chat about in the video, you might have a chance to go look it up and kind of get in early, kind of, earlier than others, and you get to enjoy more games and more tacos and more smiles.
And if anyone's wanting to be really serious and take it to the next level, again, there's no pressure, but if anyone wants to, I am going to be officially launching my course. I've chosen the date now. I'll be putting promotional information out. I'll be doing another course in
Yeah,
Mexico with my real estate investors. We're going to take my course live in person, and
yeah,
I'm going to do limited seating. I'll probably only have 20 spots. So
yeah.
all the details are coming this week, and we're going to take you along for the ride here.
Yeah. So that's it. We appreciate you. If you made it this far, just say hello in the comments on
Thanks,
YouTube.
folks.
All right. See you, everyone. Bye bye.